The gearbox is now in. It was a bloody mission.
What is meant to be there is in fact here. So M came and delivered us screwdrivers and a giant long stick that we managed to get sizzle into second gear so that we can slowly, and I do mean slowly, go back to the workshop.
Before we get to that incident, we have to take you back to the beginning.
We are getting a bit short in space here, and I feel really, really grateful for Chris, the owner of this workshop, to let us crash here and use the space. Today we are taking the brake apart from a 60 series Landcruiser to put it on our 40 series Landcruiser so that we can do a handbrake conversion before installing a 5-speed gearbox. That part here is what we needed, and that alone, second-hand, is 270 bucks for one. Calculation made, 540 bucks for the two of them. So we figured buying an entire axle of a 60 series was a lot cheaper because that bad boy here cost us 400 bucks. Step one, removing the brakes, and we're gonna show you how. I'm pretty sure you all know how, but just tag it out for the ride. It's a beautiful handbrake cable that is no use to us because I think this one is too short. And we need the one from the 79 series, if I remember well. Whoever owned that 60 series rear axle before has put silicone all over the hub assembly and therefore also on the cone washer. It's been an absolute nightmare to remove.
How about we switch spots?
What are you saying?
I was saying you're better at being heavier.
For the record, we are the same weight. Yes, I'm chubbier.
Actually, because I'm heavier than you are.
No, we're the same way, but I'm also...
How much are you? I'm 73.
Yeah, same. But I'm also like 10, 15 centimeters smaller. Therefore, I'm fairly chubbier. So I look bigger, but it's not fair to say it like this on camera, Beck, to the woman that you love.
Today is going to be another welding day, and as you already know, I am not the best welder. But what's going to happen is these two brackets on the 60 series axle that I need to get to then weld onto the 40 series axle to adapt for the rear end handbrake. I could use the angle grinder and remove the brackets on the axle to then attach there, or I could fabricate my own brackets. I chose to fabricate it simply because I want the axle to be entire when I sell it. I spent the last whole morning learning on how to refurbish a drum brake. This is how it looks like. The drum brake has been refurbished, so now we are all done. The first drum brake took me about the whole morning to figure out how it works. First time that I see inside the drum brake, or is just a brake in general. But the second one took about an hour and a half because I had to do it twice because I messed up on the orientation at the first time. So now I'm pretty happy with it. It looks good, it looks new. The car should brake better. It won't brake good because it's still a cruiser, but it will brake better. So now all that is left to do is to put it in the car, and then we'll be ready to do the gearbox conversion. Okay, change of plan. We are doing the gearbox before the brakes. But you get the idea. If you swap for a 5-speed gearbox, well, then you will have to do a brake conversion. As you can see, Dale, little head here, picking out. So he decided to be just a supervisor today. Yeah. We are dropping down the 4-speed gearbox. Tomorrow 9 a.m. old mate is coming to machining the flywheel. So the aim of today is to dropping off the gearbox, the transmission, the clutch, and the flywheel. So tomorrow we can machine the flywheel. That will be followed by installing a new clutch from Extreme Clutch. 5-speed gearbox has been fully reconditioned by Dan Strands down in Brisbane. So it should be a nice and smooth drive after that. Step number 1, Chris said, remove bush plates. Lovely. A little hammer persuasion.
Always a hammer first.
Like a gentle persuasion, Chris. Yeah, no.
Because if that goes out of balance, good luck driving anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So you just want to get in here and just sort of crack the joint.
There we go.
And there'll be a nut on the inside. There you go.
Ah, what a gentleman.
Pull back. Wow.
It's a big bazooka. Nice.
Needed Chris's persuasion.
The last bolt is an absolute bastard on the bear housing.
What I think was going on is, so you've got the bar and then you ratchet and you're trying to turn it like that. Well, when you do that, that middle point, the little L where it goes like that, is trying to kick out as well. So if you're not holding that with an immense amount of strength sometimes to really tight bolts, that'll kick out and it'll just round your bolt. It'll like shear off just the top edge of your bolt. So what I was doing with the clamp is I was finding something in there to clamp it down really tight to, and there wasn't really that much up there, so I was just sort of holding it there and using the clamp to hold it to stop it from bowing out, and then I'm just pulling it towards me, and it was just enough to get it just to like crack it and get it going.
The man of the hour. Chris.
Fuck, oh my god, Dale, you're a saver.
Thank you, dude.
Look at that. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, down onto the ground.
Can we all appreciate
The filth?
the filth? So that is how much dirt was in the gearbox, like surrounding the gearbox. Still we haven't cleaned it, to be honest. Look at that. That was filthy as. Anyway, the flywheel and everything is out, ready for tomorrow to get machined.
I didn't record it, but I just was working with Chris and he helped me, well, he did most of it, but these were attached before, where were they? Like that, down in there. So he's used this bearing press, I think it's called. But we're up to now putting, let me get it up, this bit, pressing it into here. Done like a hot dinner, super smooth, like. All right, next on the list.
Like that?
No, I think it's this one here, so you need a spanner.
Not yet.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well done.
And now you got to get the other one back in.
Yeah. Clean, clean, clean. Now ready to put the bearings in. Wait. Sounds like it's in.
Beautiful.
Oh, we'll see. No. Oh no, if we need to remove the gearbox, I am just paying Mr. Landcruiser to do it.
Just pay someone.
Yeah, the gearbox is now in. It was a bloody mission.
It was a mission.
Now we have to figure out the drive shaft. Was the one that came with the gearbox that we purchased. First of all, the gearbox was buggered. We had to completely refurbish it. and the drive shaft that the guy sold us do not fit. So that's the problem for tomorrow. It is now 5:15 and it is time to go home, and tomorrow we'll figure out the rest. And we are already tomorrow, where it is time to top up the fluids. Transfer case, gearbox, a lot of fun, right? Anyway, Beck is putting the speedo back in and a few bits and pieces, and after that, it will be time, well, for the next step. Everything has been filled up with oil. Now we are now ready to put the car down. So the car will still be not running for another week. It's booked in on Friday next week to get the drive shaft modified. And then from there, we're able to hook it in and drive the car and try our 5-speed. But for today, because the 5-speed is in, we can finally modify the tunnel cover. So that will be the next step. Tunnel cover, sound deadening level 1 on the tunnel cover, and then we will do the sound deadening level 2, and hopefully we have time to put the seat on, and yeah, that's quite exciting. So yeah, let's go check it out. It's been up in the air for 3 days.
Did you see my phone?
Yeah, it's magnetic to the post.
Perfect.
Here we go.
What was that?
Oh fuck, your light. Well, it's fucked. Done.
It's only a little bit there.
Forward drive lever has been put on. It all feels really nice and clean. Now the only thing that has to be done is the gearbox lever. Now, Beck went to Mr. Landcruiser to grab a few rubber and pieces. As she was there, they explained that once you put it in reverse, this one is gonna touch the seat, which we tested and it does. Not that we didn't trust Mr. Landcruiser, but you also have to check it for yourself. And what they explained that we need to do is give it a little relief cut here. And then once it's cut enough, bend it so it's straightened by a few centimeters. So not full straight, but a little less tip angle than this one. And then weld it hot. So he didn't give the settings, but I'm gonna go for the hottest that I can and see how it looks. Maybe a bit less, and then we can adjust. What he also said is to make sure that we keep it as cold as possible the whole time, because we don't want the heat to travel inside. Otherwise, it will fuck the lever. So I done the relief cut. We'll see if I can help the bend. Might need a bit more, and we'll go from there. We change the angle to a slightly less tip angle, welded, and then clean the weld a little bit. That's how it looks. So it should be hopefully solid enough. Okay, here comes the main subject and probably why you've clicked on that video in the first place. How did we broke that bloody gear stick? Well, after putting everything back in, meaning the gear stick, the tunnel cover, the boots, the drive shafts, a couple of days later, we finished the sound deadening, put the vinyl in, the seats, and the car was looking amazing. So Beck and I have decided to take it for a spin just down the road at Woolies. And it's only 5 minutes in that, you know, shit hit the fan. 4.
It's never been used before. The fifth.
The fifth is coming. Yeah, so good. Idiots. It did not last long. So this is my welding quality, right?
This gear stick is meant to be attached to something. So we've created a bit of a traffic hazard.
Fucking hell.
Changing gears has got increasingly more difficult. Yeah.
The
Sizzle's first journey.
The gear stick, the gear stick snapped. So, well, stay tuned as we travel across Australia. Emma brought us a few screwdriver. We unbolted, playing around, and now this is our new gear stick. It's now in second, so let's see if it works.
Take forever in seconds.
She's screaming at us.
Yeah. Well, it works.
So, welcome to driving a old car.
They call it stick shift for a reason, right?
Wouldn't it? You decide if you want the stick or not. You know when you always dream that you had your limbs detachable? Well, Cecil has it.
He was basically Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. Nah.